Hey everyone, I'm really glad you could be here today. It seems like I haven't made a video in a while, doesn't it? It has been too long, and I sure do miss it when I can't. The truth is, I've been just going through a period of time in my life. Seashells. I've been collecting these. These aren't bought from the store. These are actually collected seashells. Zoom in a little bit for you. I have, since I was a boy raised in Northern California, I've always been fascinated by seashells. And there's so many different colors and variations that I've just always been in love with them. And I've got a lot of the same type, but I have some variations, some snail shells as well. I just love them all. But the one thing they all seem to have in common are these pastel pink, white, mauve, colors. They're, you know, on the inside they can be much more colorful sometimes, but the majority of them are, you know, very muted tones, and I think they're just wonderful. I've always loved seashells. I suppose I always will. This is, oh, look what I just did. I broke glass. Oh, and I sliced myself. So I'm going to stop. All right, so I've got my Band-Aid on. Yes, I bleed for my art. No, that was just a clumsy, freaky accident. See, these are the kind of things you have to be aware of. Especially, I suppose, when working on a slate top, which is stone, and then to drop glass on it, never a good idea. Alrighty, so I'm going to be coloring this, and it may, looking at it here, you're thinking, oh, these are such dark colors. I have rhubarb root, I have indigo, and I have alkanet. And yes, right here, you know, in their infused colors, yeah, they're pretty dark. But in the soap, because of the, well, dilution factor, but also just because of the high pH, these colors are going to be muted quite substantially, especially with the amount I'm going to be adding. So I'm hoping to get some subtle variations in my seashells. We'll see how that works out. All right. This has such a fresh scent. I am using Litsia cubiba, excuse me, and lemongrass. It is such a refreshing, eye-opening, summery, just delicious, I think, fragrance. And I'm just really looking forward to sharing this with you. It smells delicious. So again, these are going to look rather dark. Don't despair. Set this aside. So I'm going to have the base color and then these three colors, which I'm just going to pour alternately in a pitcher here for pouring into our shells. I just thought, for me, this might be the easiest way to do that. Hoping to get these poured before this gets too thick, because it is a thickening up a bit here. So let me wipe everything down a tad here from the mess that I made. This is actually one of my expensive good towels that I recently accidentally spilled some soap on and stained it. So now I can just use it as just a wipe up rag, which it works really well for. We'll start with these. I've got 8 of these to fill, so right. I'm going to get to going here. Poured that one a little full. These aren't the largest soaps. I think they're a little under 4 ounces. Now what I'm counting on is the natural grooves in these shells to help define some of the coloring. We'll see. I have no idea what these are going to look like doing it this way. They smell wonderful. That Litsea and lemongrass, what a perfect blend. Oh, I think these are just so much fun. I like the variations. I wasn't sure, you know, how some of the colors would come through, but I'm quite pleased. I really am. Have I seen seashells this color? A few similar. Hey, this is my fantasy. But yeah, I think, you know, keeping one of the natural color of the soap as a foil for the other colors, I think really does work well for keeping it too over the top. You know, I think if I just went with the colors of the alkanet and the turkey, rhubarb, and, you know, and not adding the natural color, they might have had a little more of a fantasy look, which is not a bad thing, actually. But I think that I'm very happy. I like the bluish purple tint that's from the indigo. Gives that nice blue tint, which I'm quite pleased with, actually. But I haven't talked much, I know, in this video about what's going on and why I've been so far between videos. I kind of did. This is what I love to do. This is all I want to do. In many ways, if I could retire today and just do this, make soaps, make lotions, make tinctures, that's what I would do. I'm not exaggerating that point. I love what I do. I actually like the work that I do. I enjoy it immensely. But I've been feeling a bit tired, and I never have liked the phrase burned out, but just a little bit. And this isn't from the people. I love the people that I work with. Both the managers and things that I work with, as well as the employees that report to me. I really do enjoy all the people. I cannot think of an exception. We got one stuck in the mold there. But I'm just feeling like, in many ways, I've given all I can give. And I'm not suggesting that I want to quit. work. I don't. I just would like to modify the amount of time. And that may be something that I actually try to do in the months ahead, is reduce the amount of hours that I'm working, so I can devote more time to this. I did have some overpour from this, and I just poured that into some of these type molds that I had, just so that it wouldn't go to waste. So anyway, I have gabbed on, as I tend to do sometimes. I hope you enjoyed these. I really like them. They were a lot of fun to put together, and I think that they're just adorable. These will be in the shop by mid-August. I hope you have a wonderful day, everyone. Keep in mind that we have the power to make our seas a cleaner place, so try to reduce plastics where you can. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.